All right, everybody, welcome back. Bit of an earlier stream than normal, but I really don't have a choice in the matter. The main thing that's going on right now is I am having some repairs done inside the house, mainly to one of the sliding doors and glass panels, but it's in an area of the house, and if it was something outside of the house, I wouldn't really care about supervising the work, but considering there's going to be somebody in our house, I have to watch them, and that means I can't stream. So I'm going to have to only put about like 90 minutes of effort today. We'll have to make up the time probably the next time we play and see how far we get at that particular point. The plan is Saturday is to come back to Shining Force 3 Book 1 and see how far we can get in that, see whether or not I'm going to stick with that. Basically, to summarize, it seems like the tiles there you can't parse out how far you actually are compared to other enemies. It's one of the oddest tactical games I've seen in terms of keeping track of movement. Considering every other game I played seemed to make it easy, this one seems to be impossibly hard to figure it out. And if you can't figure out how far you are from an enemy, whether you can reach an enemy, whether an enemy can reach you, you can't plan, and it makes it kind of an inferior tactical game. So I'm kind of we were kind of at each other's throats whenever I played it last. But Xenogears, um, having separate issues with that. The story, of course, is carrying this. It's one of the best stories, I think, really just within the first couple of hours that I've ever heard out of any game that's really ever come out in the PS1. I do think its storytelling is its strongest element. Its dialogue in towns, as far as townspeople, a little too chatty. I think this game is able to do a lot with very little in terms of dialogue. It can a lot of the actions and the scenes speak for themselves, and they need to be let speaking for themselves. But in any event, we're going to go ahead and load back. We were captured in jail where we last left off, basically taken prisoner on a transport ship. So we are going to go ahead and try to hopefully bust out. To get you to ride in that gear? Doc, before the village was destroyed, I lived without doubting myself, but it's different now. I don't know who I am. I've never felt like this before. Well, we cannot do anything as long as we are prisoners, even if we wanted to. Let us rest a little. Maybe it will sort your feelings out a little. Let's talk more. No, let's not. Let's say it's a good idea. Split the difference. Talk less. It was him. No mistake. That was no coincidence. Could it be that we are approaching the time of the gospel? Yes, the gospel. We are the people expelled from paradise and forced to live on the cruel surface of the earth. We who fill this land will once again return to the presence of God in paradise and live there eternally. That is the time of the gospel. That time is at hand. We, the Gazelle, must find God's resting place by then and resurrect him. That is our final prayer. Our final prayer? Our final prayer to escape from the fate that was determined at our genesis. Majesty, is this the end? Bingo, just as the report said, an Ava transport. And look at what we have on top. No mistake in it. That's a new Kislev model. It has to be the stolen gear everyone's after. Whatever the case, there's no way we're going to let that shotgun guy have it. Gunner! Turret A Anton and Turret B Belta can initiate their electroparabola. What the heck are you trying to make me say? 20 seconds after opening their hatches. Franz! I don't hear anything other than the flowing sound of the sand. No suspicious radar activity detected. More sails. Maitreya's units are on standby at the catapults. They'll all be able to launch 1 minute after we resurface. Good, let's do it. Batcon level 1. Surface combat ready. Torpedo room ready. Anti-gear guns ready. Navigation and engineering are also ready. Young Master, what is happening? What was the alarm all about? Not again. Young Master, hold on a second. Battle stations, everyone. Surface navigation, begin operating the sand pump. Prepare to fire starboard cannons upon surfacing. Young Master! Young Master! Trim to the right. The wind is strong up there and we may be blown off balance. Jericho, hand the helm over to me. Look, what is that? A sand cruiser? It must be those desert pirates. Alternative firing between A Anton and B Belta. Calculating adjustments. Aw yeah. Switch modes over to salvos after the initial shots. Let's slow them down. Get ready to give them a spanking they won't forget. Young Master, please wait. It may just be a requisition ship, not a warship. Let me handle this. Whether it's a warship or not, it's carrying a new gear. Gunner, let him have it. Oh! Judging by the angle, it seems as if a gun blast has made a hole in the hull. We'll probably sink within minutes. A few minutes. Doc? It is locked. Somebody free us. Ah! Let's just get out of here, Doc. Looks like the game is automatically kind of forcing me to go someplace else. So we start there. Looks like there is a tent immediately to the right? Question mark? Oh. There is a switch. Is there? I cannot... So there's the survival tent. There is a switch. I mean, I can't tell what's supposed to be what in this game, unfortunately. If there's a switch, I cannot see it. We found the Rose Sol. Looks like there's a room transition to the left according to this ASCII map this guide has. It is a mess to navigate this with this type of position. Okay, so I am here now. There's two things. We can go up here, and I think I fell. Okay, so there's that over there. Fire from the engine room? Okay, I did not know this game was going to have... Oh wow, these guys are hardcore. Plus we're taking damage every round. So there's random encounters and you get hurt just by battle effects. Okay, we're going to have to heal then. Extra armor. Boy, this is just a game full of bad ideas. It's like every time they introduce a new mechanic, it is an unfun mechanic. So the extra armor, I don't seem to be able to equip it on anybody. I don't know what that means. But in any event, I'm gonna have to heal now. Okay, so I have to do very limited rotation with the camera, because every time you rotate the camera, you actually increment the step counter like that. It's just an absolutely insane decision. No other game I've ever played in RPG history has a rule like that. Okay, level up there. We have Rosal and Aquasol. We've got to quickly... We're going to have to basically heal after every battle. That heals EP. Aquasol heals... It looks like Aquasol is the one thing we can use in battle, which is really kind of odd. That they have rules about what healing items can and cannot be used in battle. Why am I not able to climb up? There we go. Oh my gosh, the lag is so bad here. Oh, I'm supposed to jump? Oh no, I'm gonna get into another encounter and take 30 damage. All because of the fact I couldn't even tell that... How did I cross through here the first time? Okay, so what button jumps again? It's triangle. This is just a bad idea. There's so many bad ideas in this game. Okay, so we have a leather vest. Can I actually equip that? So it's +6 defense. We'll go ahead and equip that just because we're taking so much damage here. There's 6 enemies? And considering that several of them can do the grenades, I'm a little terrified here. Okay, so we need to defeat... Oh, we didn't even kill one of them. I don't know what the option here is. I may have to use an Aquasol in battle. Because it one grenade and we lose. I mean, if I was grading on story, this game would be like a 95. But I'm not. Suffice it to say, it's definitely a lower score than when I played it. A lot of really, really bad choices, mechanically. Like the fact that you immediately have your turn end despite having excess AP. I mean, we saw what Squaresoft did with Chrono Cross. where you could attack one enemy, and if you defeated one enemy and you still had AP left over, you could still continue your turn. I don't know why this game couldn't do the same thing. It's like, it seems silly when you have 4 action points left over and you could do nothing with them just because an enemy curled over and died. And the platforming seems to be so clunky, and you're punished for, like, not knowing where you're punished every time you fall. You have to rotate cameras to make jumps, and they don't always work. Because you're trying to get a running jump to figure out timing, but you're also lagging the heck out like this. So, see, that time the lag ran out. I almost ran right off the edge because I was trying to think I could move the same length with the slowdown, but then the slowdown disappeared. So it's just kind of a mess. That was close. So we have a save point here, which we better take advantage of. Doesn't look like there's any other treasure chests on this ASCII map, so we'll just go ahead and move forward here. Can't really get a good view of this area. But yeah, the battle land effects are crazy. They deal so much damage. But yeah, I'm gonna have to consider the platforming pretty critically here. I'm trying to figure out if, like, despite all the misgivings I'm having about it, is it actually adding anything important to the game? Because right now, I don't think it is. What did I do to get into another encounter? I literally grabbed the ladder, I think. Okay, I'm gonna have to heal now. Because if we miss, we're dead. We have Renki that's been learned. So I could have game overed in one of the other rooms, apparently, by getting swallowed by the sand from taking too long. Why does the game have to be that hardcore? You have to run through an area quickly, despite not knowing where you're going. Doc, where did you go, Doc? Faye, can you hear me? I'm moving the crane towards Weltal's cockpit. Hurry, go up the crane to Weltal. We're going under fast. I got you, Doc, but when you're done, you hurry up there too, okay? So I have to platform here? Can I fall off? Given everything else I know about this game, we can probably fall off. It would not surprise me in the slightest. Oh, Okay, they don't game over me. It could have been like an FF8 situation with that one desert stage. Okay, so I can't actually cross that side. What are they wanting me to do here? Okay. Here we go again. You and I seem to have a fated relationship. Come on, Doc, over here. Hurry up. Woo. Whoops. Are you okay, Doc? Haha. Well, Dr. Satan Uzuki, feels like you have sacked your saccules and tickled your utricles enough for one lifetime. Whoa, dizzy. Sorry about that, Doc. I didn't have time to open up the cockpit. Are you really okay? Faye, I was only joking. Riding in the hand was not so bad. I can see what is so good about this top-secret experimental Kislev machine. Yeah, when I started it up, it began doing all kinds of stuff by itself. The environmental response system and weight reduction hovering kicked in straight away automatically. Really? Amazing. Save yourselves but leave your friends to sink in a sea of sand. Don't you believe in comradeship? Oh, they are coming 40 minutes early. I was expecting them at 4:30. They're coming like at 3:30, 3:45. Okay. That never happens. Usually they're late. When people say they're coming to your house to do things to repair, normally it's late. So this is going to be like a 40, 50-minute stream instead of an hour and 30, hour 40-minute stream like I thought it was going to be. Okay. Well, all right. That's news to me. Okay. So we'll have to wrap it up pretty early. It's not very manly of you to leave your platoon to die while you run away into gear, you know. Wait one moment, we're not Ava soldiers. Can't you make a better plea for your life? You come jumping out of an Ava ship and claim that you're not Ava soldiers. Stop trying to fool me. I tell you, it's true. How pathetic are you? Even if you're the pettiest of soldiers, how about showing a little spine? And put up a decent fight. Stop it, I'm telling you I'm no soldier, I don't want to fight. How nauseating, why don't you stop grumbling, leave the gear and run away? For someone who doesn't want to fight, you're quite powerful. I see, an all-environment model, so that's it, huh? Now I want it even more. Okay. So, looks like, is our attack level full? I can't really tell. This game never gave me a tutorial, and all of the Google searches I've done doesn't really explain it. I've even tried Google AI, I've tried looking at guides. I don't understand how the attack level rises. I would assume by just continually attacking with the attack level. But, like, that seems to lower it. So I don't know how you raise it. So accuracy and evasion's down. We already missed our first hit, which is not good. So we took 64 damage. Okay, so we did pretty minimal damage. I think we're going to lose the War of Attrition here. Camera damaged. So power output is 40. Again, I don't know what any of this means. This is the worst combat I've ever seen in a mech, and we can't hit the enemy. Okay, we took 159 damage. We can charge, but that's just going to defend, right? It's not going to actually do anything with my attack level. I guess we can do guided shot. I'm assuming that will always hit. And there goes my attack level. Okay, that seems to be the way to go. So there goes my accuracy and evasion again. Guided shot again. Okay. So I guess that is exclusively what we're gonna do with the mechs from now on. It's kind of nuts. Every fight we've had with the mech has gone horribly. Either we had a boss last time that drained our fuel with everything, plus we kept missing with every attack, and now we have another boss that, if we weren't missing with every attack beforehand, we're going to miss with every attack afterward because of the accuracy evasion debuff. I feel like with every fight in the game, I just can't hit the enemy. Hey Akaru, hope you're doing well. Having to do a little bit of an earlier stream, and I'm actually having to end the stream a little earlier than I thought because the person who's helping with the house repairs is actually coming in 30 minutes. I was expecting them in about 75, so I don't know if I would have even bothered going online if I knew I was going to have quite that little time. So I'll probably be off after we get through this major section, I think. Not yet. I basically decided I was going to come back at it with a fresher mindset because I was just not having a good time with Shining Force 3. Just basically, I'm coming at it from the mindset that if you don't know how far you are from an enemy and how far an enemy is from you, and there's no way to visually discern that, then you can't tactically plan anything. And if you're playing a tactics game where you can't plan anything tactically, there's no mileage you're really going to get out of the game. Maybe I'll be able to figure things out visually next time, but it was like when I played The Thing on PlayStation 2, where they ported it from the PC, except they got rid of your ability to aim. And if you're playing a shooter, and you can't aim the gun, it just doesn't work. And it's the same thing with the tactics game. If you're trying to plan something tactically and you don't know whether you're going to make it to the enemy or if the enemy makes it to you, at that point you just kind of have to drop the whole thing. But we'll see if I'm able to figure things out more. That's really the big thing. But if anything else, I decided I needed to step away from it because I was getting a little too mad. And basically I was too in my head about it, so I needed to step back. So we'll see where we're at on Saturday. Whether or not I'll drop it and play like Shining the Holy Ark, or whether we'll stick with it. Oh no, this is not good. Now, if anything else, this game is worse. The story and music's insane. It's insanely good, but the gameplay itself it's the worst the PlayStation 1 has to offer. Score-wise, this game is probably going to tie Linda Cubed. And I gave Linda Cubed a 49. That's about where I see this. Welcome, Bear Kidney. Hope you're doing well. A happy holiday in advance. In the heat of battle, I go get caught in quicksand. Darn, me of all people. Damn, it's all your fault. Boy, are you going to get it later, so be darn ready. Why? Yeah, today is just kind of an awkward day for streaming because of the person coming over at the house. Now they're coming 45 minutes early, plus the fact that I'm having to meet with my sister earlier today because we're planning to do 4th of July celebration things tomorrow. Basically to try to entertain her nephew. Not her nephew, excuse me, entertain my nephew, her son, and make sure that I'm able to, properly just entertain them. So any gaming and things that we would have done tomorrow, we're actually going to move to today. So I have only this limited window to play the game today before I have to come back at it at a later point. You're getting dangerously close to 50K. Get ready for another car special. I am excited. I'm always excited at the prospect of playing games or revisiting them. Sometimes they don't always go as planned, but that's okay. I mean, the important thing is at least trying them out and seeing whether or not, whether or not I can grasp them. What I'm learning about myself is I really do not care if a game is hard. What I do care about is if a game is nebulous to understand. I'm infinitely more patient with a difficult game, but if it is if it is confusing in any way, like complete brick wall mentality, I get overly confrontational about a game. I get all negative, and it's just I don't know. I feel like that's my Achilles heel. Is just if it's a hard challenge, I will eventually like motivate myself enough to go overcome it. If it's nebulous, then I have a real bad attitude, and so I'm hoping I can understand more about Shining Force 3 the next time I play it. Hey, come down here now. I'm not going to kill you. All I want is for you to leave this gear, huh? Hey, you're not an Ava soldier. I told you that in my intercom transmission earlier. You're the one who refused to listen to me, right? Sorry. Yes, I remember you were saying something like that. I went all half-cocked and thought you were the enemy. Uh, my name is Bart. I'm the pirate that works this territory. My name is Faye. I was arrested for no apparent reason, shoved into that Ava transport ship, and was nearly going to be sent to a concentration camp until you went and blew the thing to blazes. Anyway, I'm just glad to have been able to survive. I see. Well, I'm glad I at least helped you out a little. But I didn't expect a civilian like you would be riding in a military gear. Besides, this gear is a brand new model. I've never seen this type before. Let's just say that a lot of things have happened. It wasn't like I wanted to pilot it. Where are we anyway? Looks like we fell into one weird place. I've never heard of a huge stalactite cave such as this existing under the desert before. What? You don't know anything, do you? Where are you from? The desert only covers around 1,000 sharls of the 8,000. Let's try that sentence again. It's not going well. Around 1,000 sharls of the outer layer of the earth. The stratum underneath that consists of igneous rock. From a sea of trees to a sea of sand, and now a stalactite cave. What's next? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Never mind. We're in trouble. Look, the hole we fell through has disappeared. We'd better find some other way out. So you want to call a truce for now? At least until we find an exit and get out of here. Yes, agreed. First we gotta find the way out of here, so let's get going. Oh, thank God. I didn't want to dry up and die out in the desert. Hey, you, I know you're tired, but don't go any further than there. Shut up. You sunk our ship. Don't you forget that. No, you shut up. Just be thankful that you were saved. Excuse me. Is there anyone who is almost dead with no arms and legs or in need of an abdominal operation? No one? Well, that's depressing. I see. So your young one has not just been shooting at anything and everything then, Sigurd. Yes, he actually calculated this attack, or so he says. As you can see, no one has died this time either. Sigurd, sir, the collection of the goods and soldiers from the Ava transport is almost complete. We still can't locate the young master. General Maitreya's platoon will scout around again. Okay, I'm counting on you. Yes, sir. Since I'm part of the unit, I'll also excuse myself. So, what happened to this young one you call master? He fell into an underground cave with that other guy in a gear. It's near an old excavation site and he's riding a gear, so he'll probably be able to come up somehow. We'll try to find him for a while, and if that doesn't work, then we'll wait for him at our meeting point. You seem to trust him a lot. Trust him. Yeah, I'll trust he'll get us into trouble. But I never thought I would meet you here, Hugh. It is not coincidence. It is an inevitable consequence, I assume. Hyuga, are you saying something is about to happen? Meanwhile, I am assuming back in our stalactite cave. Okay, couple of things. First of all, we're in mechs. Extra armor +1, so 3. Increases response and defense. Okay. No weapon. You have increases agility in desert, prevents camera damage, which is the accuracy debuff that he caused us. He has a weapon with the whip. Very good. We could always take his extra armor 1 and put it on our own. That is always an option. Abilities. Yeah, that's the accuracy down he used on us. Oh, wait a minute. That... Okay, so we entered this cave. So all of the EP that I used in that boss fight, I don't have restored for this section. So I'm assuming we're still low on fuel, right? I guess I could use one of the Aquasol or Bizfruit. We'll want to prioritize the use of Bizfruit because if we use this outside of battle, this can't be used in battle. So we should always prioritize using this. I'll use that on ourselves because our accuracy seems to be so insanely miserable that it's the only way we're going to be able to deal any damage to anybody. In any event, 3:13 p.m. text sent 30 to 35 minutes they'll be here, meaning they'll be here within 15 minutes, which means I really do not have time to do this dungeon, which sucks. I thought I was going to have a lot more time to play, but since when do people who do home repairs come early? They usually give you a window of time sometime between here and here, and then they come an hour after that. That's been my experience, and this is the first person who's had it together. How dare they? So the plan here is I will be, if I have time tomorrow, I may try to eke out a little bit more from this, just because Gears is long. Gears is going to be a long, 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 long game. Despite my reservations score-wise about this game, I think we'll go ahead and probably try to see it to the end if we can, unless the mechanics just get absolutely just too insane to continue. Too many dungeon permadeath type mechanics, or too many battle scene blow up things that make it really frustrating to fight, or other things like that. We'll kind of see where we ultimately end up. But I am not optimistic about this game's score. But I am curious. Again, the story is really the big thing, the big drawing point of this entire game, and probably what most people remember, along with its music. But we'll see if the vehicle to get from point A to point B is smooth enough for us to be able to make it through all of that. So, yeah, I mean, in my defense, I thought it was going to be longer. I'm like, okay, we'll start the stream. I finished all my work early. We're all good. We're all set, and yeah. Um, People have their act together, so I need to be available for whenever they ring my doorbell. Just because if it was outside house repair, I wouldn't care. I would just like, okay, you're here, go nuts, and then I'd come back up and continue. But since they're inside the house, I need to supervise them while they're wandering around. I don't want them to wander around with free reign of the entire home. So yeah, Saturday more Shining Force 3, and we'll ultimately make a determination whether we'll stick with that or play Shining the Holy Ark. We'll play a Shining game, that's for sure, and then we will go from there. But I appreciate everybody stopping by for this apparently very limited stream. I thought we are going to at least be able to knock out a couple of dungeons, but evidently not. So take care and have a good rest of your day.